my dog made of cardboard, bro. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the reason Obama had a second term. The 2,713th biggest channel on the Beasternet. That's actually a lot higher than I thought I'd be. Who's above me? Mr. Talala. Whatever, man. Stop! In the name of Talala. Hashtag comedy. Can we guillotine this guy? Yeah! Anyways, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a slightly different kind of video for the channel. I know a lot of you will actually just know me from when I interviewed the most prolific file on YouTube. I don't really talk about as much as I could. This guy, his story, what he did, I just had to share it. And not because this video will probably do well. I wouldn't post this for views. I would not do that. If you've ever been on Twitter, I'm sorry if you have. I hope your recovery goes well. If you're still using Twitter, what the f is wrong with you? You'll know it's full of, like, actually the worst people alive. Like, it probably could be the worst. Since, like, Live Leak went down, this is probably the worst site available to you on the internet. What about 4chan? It's so much worse. We got Donald Trump. We got George Bush back from the dead. We got Obama. All of these are just presidents. A president's bad people. Criminals who are just not afraid to spread their wings and fly on the metaphorical Twitter bird. Complex array of crimes and actual criminal ideologies that goes on in their little brain. And that leads us up to today's subject. A literal criminal who is not afraid to share and show the crimes he commits. Taste of Chocolate. Chocolate! He's a Twitter artist, like drawn prawn with 90,000 followers. Oh my god, that is 10 times more than me. Fuck! That is horrific. That is sick. That is sick. This is not right. I personally didn't even know you could post prawn on Twitter. Am I a baby for that? Give me a little propeller hat and a big off lolly in my hand. But he's not any Twitter artist. He doesn't just post like Pokemon Rule 34. No, he is much worse than that. So let's get into this guy and why I think he deserves to be voted off the ship to be slowly boiled in space. Thank you to the guy in my Discord server who informed me about this, by the way. Make sure to join that server. Welcome to hell! Because I'm going to be giving away 3 iPhone 11s that I stole. Yeah. Where do I even begin with you? That's not a joke, but there is so much stuff we got to talk about today. So, how about we start here? Taste of Chocolate posted, found this silly capture, and the gal was super cute. And on the right we have a woman, and she's going, me watching all my friendships fall apart because I don't talk to anybody. This is true, but I never even had friends to begin with. And Taste of Chocolate has taken this kind of silly looking human. What even is that? What is that meant to, is that? That's just so odd. You're so weird. I'm also not going to be putting that drawing in the video. It's going to be something else because I like money, I like views. But just imagine her with some massive This on its own is weird, like drawing random, real human people disgustingly sized. It's just a bit creepy, mate. But it gets worse when you see how the girl replied to this. Oh my god. She posted it on her personal Twitter account. Hey guys, I just woke up to someone on Twitter making perfect drawings of 16-year-old me. I didn't even love. I wasn't. You drew a real life child. Close enough. Welcome back, Shadman. F in chat for that sucks. Why'd I write that in the script, man? Come on. We're doing better than that. We're doing good videos now. So now we know that this guy is objectively a terrible artist and a terrible human. Chocolate has probably done worse than this. For example, he's drawn tons of images featuring literal babies. Yeah, babies. Like you guys. Babies with giant thingies. I can't say it on YouTube because they will literally, they won't kill him, they will kill me. Most of these are subscriber, he's got like a Patreon, subscriber suggestion. People pay this guy money for these drawings coming up, by the way. Money. Who is buying these? It could be you. It could be me. It's me. I'm Diddy. I'm Diddy in the flesh. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Nova Prime commissioned Mayor Cream servicing the super to voter bros. Come on, man. And must keep it behind closed doors. She doesn't want her voters knowing she has favorite. On second thought, cancel all my meeting plans for today. I have some unresolved business with the youth department. Obviously, as you already know, the image has been replaced. He did not draw that. That is awesome. He wishes he could draw that. It's woman, it's Mare Cream, and she's got some huge bazookas, right? I mean, that's fine on its own, but it's the fact that the super bros, I didn't know what meant. It's like toddler in like Chinese or something. Shout out China for this, by the way.
A figure engraved in the hearts of all Chinese. That's how President Xi Jinping...
Shout out China. It's two toddlers sucking on her tits. This is actual shit. Like, this is horrific. You drew two actual babies. They look like babies. They are meant to be babies. And they are sucking this... And she's like getting off on it. This is fucked.
His hair looks like a hero shit.
Alright, we're moving on to Absolute Dima, who has commissioned Hag Minka, who's a porn star apparently. Hyperpreg with huge tits and 3 babies bucking against her womb. What, bruh? I mean, come on. What is wrong with you? I didn't even know what hyperpreg could mean. Like, what the f would that mean? So I searched it up. Don't search up anything you see in this video, by the way. A lot of it is illegal. Well, I searched up hyperpreg, and now I gotta shoot my dog, man. I gotta shoot my fucking dog. How big that damn baby gonna be? She giving birth to the big one from Boss Baby. Bro giving birth to 2, man. Moving on, we've got user Cringe, who has commissioned Makima walking around with a stroller with a babu in it. Babu obviously meaning baby. This is probably the worst one. I really don't like this at all. If you couldn't tell, I'm not a fan of this. Your name is very fitting, sir, and I hope one day you feel the wrath of God or whatever. Because, like, what has to be wrong with you and your brain to like think of something like this and then tell somebody about it and pay somebody to make it for you? How do you find this attractive? Like, I don't want to. This isn't kink shaming. You're a fucking predator. You're fucking weird. What goes wrong in somebody's life? They spend heaps of money to get Makima walking around with a stroller with a babu in it. I commissioned Markiplier and make it. A Pizza in Time commissions. This is my suggestion. Show enjoying the show of OC of mine. Obviously being toddlers, so you can imagine that one. Sarah commissions my OC Sarah being the throat goat. Epita commissions my OC squat sucking a shitter. Made it more specific. Thank you for making it more specific, man. I really wanted to know more. But these at this point, I don't even really need to explain what's going on in them. It actually also deeply pains me to look at these images and then talk about them over and over. I've genuinely had to see these images. That is enough. Whoever posted these have censored all of them to some degree, but you can tell what's going on, and I don't like that. Personally, I don't see how this is any less incriminating than actual COD points. Taste of Chocolate is from the amazing country of Chile.
LeBron James.
Scream if you love chili.
Where CHONFROY points of any kind, not real, fictional, in your dreams, they are all completely illegal. Making him, for drawing this, an actual criminal. This isn't just some freak sh**. This man is an actual criminal. He's not a weirdo. He is. Like, if something were to happen to this guy with the Chilean authorities, which there's something coming up about that soon, he would not survive in prison. He had an old server, rightfully called Creamyland. Ew? Isn't that the place SpongeBob goes in that... The server, however, is no longer up and active for some reason. Rest in peace, Creamyland. And there was a rule on the server that specifically stated not to post Chungus Con. No content related to Chungus violence, Chungus, or even Chungus. Freaky. This rule was completely ignored by most, if not all, the users, and not enforced at all by Taste of Chocolate himself or any of his staff. Inside his subscriber-only channels, which is his Patreon subscribers as mentioned before, and in the free channels on the server, there was fucking bucket loads of this stuff. I'm showing them sense on the screen, but this is... anyone can see this. In this server, I'm gonna mention... I'm not talking about my server anymore, by the way. I would love to own Creamyland. Now, we have a little plot twist. Earlier in the video, I mentioned a commission request from Sarah, who said my OC Sarah being the throat goat. Now, notice how nowhere in the commission the word child, baby appears. Nowhere. Sarah's OC isn't a child. Yet, for some reason, this photo has a child in it. Because Taste of Chocolate, personally, out of the goodness of his own heart, added it himself. He isn't doing this shit because he needs money like some, like, you know, those like furry artists who only make money if they draw furries. He's just doing it because he is the head and wants to do it, and then people want them to do it for him. He likes this shit. Sarah, the commissioner, she came out of her way about it, saying it made her uncomfortable and shit. Truly away with words, but she never asked for it. She never asked for it. I never asked. It's disgusting. And she left the server and rightfully stopped supporting him as an artist. Here's more drawings of real human women and people being drawn having the big riz with kids. It's finally here. What a better way to celebrate the Christmas holidays for a than fan meeting with some of the most beautiful women around the world. So the image is like a bunch of kids and adults all doing it together with their real life names above them. I know this all sucks and is terrible, but trust me, it does get worse than this. How do you get worse than this, man? One way is actually talking to children. Jesus Christ. You know, talking to children is fine.
Talking to children is fine.
You know, like talking to children, if you're not a fucking freak, if you're not a creep and you're not being weird with them, talking to children is fine. You know, we all know that, right? But talking to children when you are an SFW file Twitter account, and then you're talking to them in a personal, sexual matter, that is just fucked up, man. Dude, he's an IRL minor, ages 17. Yeah, we know, and we don't care. He's not here. Get over it. Then all the f***ing weirdos are agreeing, ooh. I don't really understand, you know, this is about some guy called Varix. What I do know is that he interacted with a child and commissioned some of his weird art from her. Mina being the child in this case. This conversation reminded me why I stopped commissioning you. Good luck. Wow. Okay. Now I'm really not gonna work for you. See, I'm gonna block you. You lied about 8 years ago. And like I don't know which else you make mine. You get those people who admire. You really start to think of your maturity and help me talk. Maturity. I hope you understand. I don't hate you or anything, but I'm gonna do what I think is better. Good luck. And that was on 7th of the 12th, 2020. He then said, hey, hope you're doing well. 8th of the 25th, 2020. Well done, man. He was forced not to speak to children for 1 month. Thanks. I just wanted to say that I'm up to forget what happened if you too. Yeah, I forgive you. Are you taking commission you could get done today? Just tell me, yes or no. Yes. Really? And could you share screen and all? Yes. Nice. Let me guess. You just want asses of your characters. Yup. Sure. I believe Mina is a literal minor, by the way. Can we put this guy in a blender? Now let's kick shame this guy. Because he's asked real life women if he can send them nudes. Specifically, so he can be humiliated for having a small penis. He has begged random women, not in sexual terms, over Twitter and been like, make fun of my small penis. Like, come on, man. Do you not have like at least one redeeming factor?
Scammer gets scammed, buddy. That's what you get.
This guy's gonna be like a presidential candidate. Here's an interaction he had with a woman. In real life. Yes. I'm also shocked that this person has spoken to somebody in real life. Aside from being scummy with artists, Chalk has a big history of sexually harassing various individuals. I've never seen that one before! Saving that to the collection, the sexual and the small dick thing is also something that happened with a female friend of mine he's over. Not just girls either. I'm really shocked. A male friend of mine apparently met him in IRL once, and apparently Chuck tried making unwanted sexual advances on him back in his hotel. Now that we're off the like actual criminal shit he has done, like reminder, all of this is a crime in Chile, by the way. This, aside the small dick humiliation, that's just base. That's just base and CP pill. We move on to some things not as bad. His constant status of being an absolute annoying bastard in the artist community. Starting with this paragraph posted on 4chan. He had his own server for the while called the Choc blog. He had a bunch of people in there who were artists who were mainly only in there because they either had ties with artists who were in there already or had more followers than him at the time. If you want an infamous example of somebody he used, Uxdragon was somebody buddy with Chuck, but because Ux tried to get his attention in a collab scream because another artist wanted to join, and Ux tried to tell Chuck, but he didn't listen. Chuck cut all ties with him. Another was Tuhu fan, who Chuck was real close buddies with, but Chuck tried to twist, saying that Tuhu abused his trust, which was false and fake. Fake and gay. You could tell the person who's written this is like a stage 4 gooner. with their brains slowly rotting. But you get the point. This guy is horrible to even his best friends. He's even horrible when commissioning other artists. Perfect and make her arms stiff in panic just in the front. And you're ready to animate. Dude, stop, please. I done. I can't do it. Give me your PayPal and I will refund your money back. Let me look at a reference for you if you need it. fgstudios@gmail.com. Please tell me when you do the refund. Now, take them. You acted like an ungrateful, horrible person. I paid you, and you tried to sell me lazy edits. This is the world of commissions. The real world. People pay you their money. You can't just do lazy work for $140. Not surprised you don't have much followers or commissions. Good luck outside the world of art. You will need it. Weird, insufferable loser. Good luck outside the world of art, buddy. You're gonna need it. Man, shut up. Good luck in the world of prison, buddy. You're gonna need it. Here's another list of weird shit he's done. Took a minor's OC and turned it into one of his shitty porn Barbies. Has pressured multiple fans he has met in real life into situations and become spiteful towards them after they declined him. His blonde OC is an imaginary friend he treats as a real person. He's butt buddies with an actual money launderer. Extremely butthurt that his clout-chasing SpongeBob Band Geeks animation didn't get retweeted by every single person he referenced in it. Pressured his way into Courage the Cowardly Dog Freaky Fred reanimated. What the f is Courage the Cowardly Dog Freaky Fred reanimated? No one searched that up.
Bruh.
No one searched that. That could not be good. We move on to Choklit response to all this, because of course he's responded. He's told about 1 billion lies while doing so. Choc, it's not for or anything. But in the end, what are you going to do with everything? The sample of you on Twitter? At some point, you're going to have to give an ultimatum of something with all of that before the situation escalates higher. What the fuck am I reading, man? I mean, I don't care about the truth. All the accusations are fake. The only thing I recommend is to ignore it. These people want attention, and you don't have to give them. In the end, my audience is adults with a criteria that they know how to separate reality from fiction. The difference with separating reality from fiction is you're taking real people who are in reality and drawing them doing criminal things with babies. I know that's fiction, but these are real people you are drawing. Your fiction is drawing sex with babies. That is a fucked up fiction anyway. It doesn't matter if it's non-fiction or fiction. You're disgusting, man. Choc, I just saw the call-out post on your Twitter. I know it's fictional. Why did the thread say you drew Makima walking around with a stroller with a literal infant baby that's there? Choklit, as your follower, I'm kind of worried. 1, that person is trying to take Chuck down. And 2, he stole that pic because it was paid content, so he in the wrong. It's still not right though. Not sure if Chuck agrees with the drawing himself. It was a commission at the end of the day. I think he agrees with it. He has personally inserted children into art without being commissioned, as I mentioned earlier in the video with Sarah's commissioned. It doesn't matter if he stands with it or not. He drew it. You know, he didn't have to draw it, he drew it, and he draws shit like this for fun. As stated, that was private content that Choc doesn't promote on his normal spots, hence why there are rules to not post such content in the server that are all consistently broken. It's purely fictional, has no bearing on the artist as a human being. That being said, it's not for everybody, and that's why it's private work. If you're not okay with spotting Choc because of that, that's totally fine. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, morals, and boundaries. Black Lives Matter. I heard about those allegations probably 3 or 4 years ago, and even then, those allegations were from some years before that, from what I understand. Choc is the same age as me, 27 to 28, so that would roughly make him a minor, or at least close to a minor age himself when those allegations were first made, which would just make that normal dating, even if they were true, which they probably aren't anyway. Granted, that's just what I remember. 28? This guy's almost 30? What the hell, man? I like the, or at least close to minor age himself. That still wouldn't make it normal dating. You know, if this was 3 or 4 years ago, or maybe a bit longer, you know, that would make him between, let's say, 22 to 25 years old. That is not close to being a minor. This man, at this point back in time, had been an adult for almost half a decade. If a YouTuber like Comey Carson can get blasted for being 19 and dating a 17-year-old, you could definitely get blasted for being 25. Hello! Hey, are you sure you're a pedo because you draw babies? Don't get me wrong, I love your art style, but the drama is very annoying. Is this an undercover agent? Is this a sleeper agent? I really don't care about that. The accusations are fake, and in the worst case, taken out of context. The accusations are fake, At this point, I forgot this thing existed.
Are you serious right now?
It's very lame, so please don't bother me with drama. Okay. Also, drawing something doesn't mean you're a pedo or a criminal. It's not real. Same way killing people in a video game doesn't make you a psycho. You have to split reality from fantasy. That's the point. Many great artists draw Toddcon and Shitcon and aren't pedos or criminals either. If you don't like certain fantasy content, you can just look away. That's fine. Don't fall for this lame drama. It's not worth it. Also, drawing something doesn't mean you're a pedo or criminal. It's just a drawing. It's not real. Well, as I mentioned before, this guy's from Chile, where it very much is fucking illegal and does make you a criminal. In many parts of Europe and in America, drawings like this are completely illegal and fine. Drawn child is legal. But as I'm mentioning for like the 15th time, in Chile, it is very much illegal. And even if this shit was legal, you'd still be a pedo. You're drawing babies having sex. You're a pedo. You're a pedo. Same way killing people in a video game doesn't make you a psycho. You have to split reality from fantasy. That's the point. Me killing somebody in Overwatch 2 is not the same as if I were to draw a brutal scene with me and some real life famous person and then jack off to it 15 times a day. Surely you can see the difference between getting an ace in Rainbow Six Siege and drawing a baby with a huge chungus splurging all over Makama. Surely. Or are you too brain dead from all that like grey matter loss? You know, your constant gooning all day, every day. You are a fucking idiot and a weirdo. If you don't like certain fantasy content, you just look away. That's fine. Guys, I'm gonna start shitting people in public for fun. If you don't like that, look away. Notice how he says the accusations are false earlier and then proceeds to like instantly start life defending pedos and like maybe he's done it. I just want to bless your little souls now by saying that the allegedly real Chilean law enforcement have allegedly been involved in his case now. We got the best people in Chile on him. As a YouTuber, I can't really do much, but like share this with you and talk about it, and hopefully this video does alright. I found this topic particularly disgusting and interesting, to be honest, and I hope justice can be taken against this man. See this as a warning for all you other freak artists out there. You can pretend your CP drawings are normal and just fantasy, but they're not, and you will feel the consequences of your actions one day, whether it being chefed up in a prison cell or a 20-minute commentary video on you. And that gets you like a couple of thousand hate comments, I guess. Anyway, per freaking usual, my name has been Je m'appelle Jeff. Thank you so much for watching this far through in this video. Make sure to ask for consent and then legally smash that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Go away!
That's life.
That's Kai.
That's Kai.